Kellogg's Pep, the super delicious cereal, presents the adventures of Superman. Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Superman!
Stormy Night Studios presents Superman, starring Martin Carlton as Superman and featuring the remarkable voice talents of David Griffith, MaryBeth Knode, Andy Knode, and myself, Gary Kiser. This week's installment of Stormy Night Stories. Tonight's first feature is The Silver Clipper. And now, Superman. Events on the main lines of the West Coast Railroad are rapidly reaching a climax. Speeding west, out of Denver, the crack steamliner, the Silver Clipper, roars up the slope of the Rockies, headed for the San Joaquin Pass. Disaster, sudden and unseen, lies waiting for the schooner Canyon Lake, while Superman wings his way through space, searching desperately for the nearest mountain town. He at last finds it, drops down from the sky, and enters the local chief of police office in his character of Clark Kent, local news reporter. Listen.
Well, you talk good, I'll say that for you, Kent.
Well, if you don't believe me, telephone my paper and ask for verification. Or call the division superintendent of the West Coast Railroad in Denver.
The Silver Clipper is a West Coast train, ain't it?
Well, it is now, but it won't be for long. I'm telling you, if something isn't done in a hurry.
Okay, but how are you going to prove it? Suppose I go up there to the San Joaquin and pull in a couple of guys. How am I going to prove anything?
I'll tend to that. You know the Circle Y Ranch?
Sure.
A couple of injured trainmen crawled in there a while ago. They were on that missing locomotive.
You don't mean it.
I certainly do mean it. If you get those two men I told you about, the one who calls himself the Wolf and his henchman Keno, the mystery is solved.
Say, you begin to make sense, young man. By gollies, I'll do it. What's your plan?
Get a fast car and head for the crossing at San Joaquin. You know the old schooner Canyon Junction?
Reckon I can find it, even in the dark.
All right, get up there and ride. If we don't catch them red-handed, it's no good. That's what I'm waiting for.
Okay, Kent. Say, that's your name, ain't it? Hey, where are you going?
I want to call my paper and have them hold the presses for a big break. I'll pay for the call. Operator? Operator? I want Perry White, managing editor of the Daily Planet. Yes, rush it, please. I'll hold the line.
Hello, White speaking.
Mr. White, this is Clark Kent.
Kent, good Lord, man. I thought you were dead. Where have you been all day?
Tied up in a cellar, but I broke out. Listen, Mr. White, how long before you go to press?
Now, wait a minute. I'm going to press right now.
Well, hold it, will you?
Stop the press? Oh, gotta be a good one, Ken.
Oh, don't worry, it will be. The big break on the Western Railroad story.
You kidding?
Now, you know the warnings about the Silver Clipper? It's coming off tonight.
Where are you now?
I'm in a little police station in a small town on the main line.
What's going to happen?
I don't know, Mr. White, but I know this much. It won't be long. I've got to go now. Will you hold the press?
Okay, Ken.
You won't regret it, Mr. White. I'll call you the minute I have something.
Oh, hey, Ken, wait. What's this about a mysterious flying figure? Something called Superman.
Oh, forget that, Mr. White.
Okay, well, somebody's pipe dream, huh? Well, there's been a lot of talk.
Well, You just forget about it. I'm in a position to know. So long.
All right, well, good luck, Kent. I'll be waiting. Hey, stop the presses. All right, everybody. Replay copy. Tough
What?
call
He
on
wants us to stop the president, is that right?
Get me a remote bat.
Oh boy, that's going to be a tough one to do that.
Superman, huh? I'd say I'm in a position to know. Up. Not much time with the wolf waiting there at the canyon. If I don't get back in time to fix that switch, 40 miles more. Faster.
Listen, boss, let's get out of this tunnel. I don't like it.
Not too long to wait. What's the time, Keno?
5 minutes more, if she's on time.
She was on time in Creeville.
Come on, boss, let's beat it.
No, very sound idea, Keno. In 5 minutes or something less, this tunnel will be a most unhealthy place.
Oh, what do you think will happen?
Something resembling the end of the world, Keno. Screaming, brakes, steel, billows of steam, yeah. Decidedly, we should move.
Where to?
Down to the tracks, where we can observe the switch. Close to the scene of the action, but not too close.
Listen, are you sure they can't stop in time?
Downhill at 90 miles per hour? Impossible, Keno.
Wonder if she leaves the rails at the switch. What if she can't take the cave?
A chance, but not likely. Come on, man, get moving.
There's the strike. Traveling fast, all right. If I can do anything, it's got to be quick. There's the junction. In a minute, maybe less. Down. Now, what have these doubles done to the track? Broken the seals and thrown the switch, eh? Well, it won't take long to fix that. And I'll just rip up a few of those old rails. Just to make sure. There. That ought to settle things. Well, look who's coming.
Hey, boss, who's the guy down by the switch? Look, he's tearing up the tracks.
Well, what are you doing? Where's your gun? Shoot!
Oh, don't worry, boss. I'll get him. I never miss. Got him, boss.
No, you didn't. There he is. You missed him, you fool.
Never mind, boss. I won't miss him this time.
Keno, what's the matter with you? All right, rush him then.
The train, boss. Here comes the train.
Get that man away from there, Keno!
Boss, beat it. Beat it. It's him. I see him now. The man in the red cape.
The train. Run, Keno, run. Make for the car.
Made it just in time. Threw the switch in time. Go on, Silver Clipper. High ball for Salt Lake City in the West. Watch it, you two. Here I come.
I'll tell you, it was him, boss. The guy in the red cape. The Superman.
Shut up, Keno. Whoever it was, I'll settle with him. He threw the switch back and saved the train.
Faster, boss. Faster. Get away from here.
Keep your head, Keno. There's something about this I don't understand.
Boss, look out! He's right behind us! No, he's over our heads! What is that thing? He's down on the road ahead of us now! He's standing there! Look out! Look out! You're gonna crash!
Sorry to disturb you, gentlemen. Don't try to get away.
Who are you? Put me down.
Let me go! Let me go!
One moment. Just now, while I hold you both with one hand, I've got something else to do. That car, for instance. You're needing it again where you're going. We've got to make this accident look convincing.
The car! Look what he done to the car, boss! He's wrecked it!
Now, No one will ever ride in that again. Ah, here comes a car. Must have heard the crash. Must be the police. Well, so long, gentlemen. I'm leaving you now. And if I ever hear of another train wreck, just think about what you missed this time.
Oh.
Hey, this is where that crash was. There's a couple of guys laying in the road. Hey, grab them, boys.
Oh, there.
All right.
All right.
Why, I would wonder if those were the fellas the newspaper man was talking about. They tried to make a getaway and smashed up. Why, look where that car got to.
Man, looks like a cyclone hit it.
Man, doesn't it?
Or that Superman they keep talking about.
Aha!
Good evening, Chief.
Say, there you are. It's the reporter. Well, howdy, Mr. Kent.
Well, I see you got them all right.
Yes, but there was no train wreck. I guess we scared them off.
Keep him off! Keep him off! We done it! Put us in jail! Put me anywhere, but don't let that guy touch me again! He just came flying through the air!
Hey, he's nuts! Off his head! But that was a confession if I ever heard one.
Yes, and if you'll drag the bottom of Schooner Canyon Lake, you'll find that missing engine and tender.
Huh?
And don't forget those 2 trainmen at the Circle Y Ranch. They will be your star witnesses. Well, congratulations, Chief. You've caught the train wreckers all right.
Thanks to you, Mr. Kent. Hey, where are you going?
I've got to get back to town. My paper is waiting for the story. See you later, Chief.
All right.
Let's get the story here. We can put that
Well, Kent,
It's
it's fine to see you back. You certainly made good in a big way.
Thanks, Mr. White.
And to show you what I think of you, I'm going to start you right out on another assignment.
Thank you, Mr. White. That's the best news I could possibly hear.
Yeah, well, wait till you hear it, my boy. There are 1 or 2 things that I want to ask you about first.
Yes, sir?
Well, I know it sounds foolish, but all these rumors about a mysterious flying figure in a red cape and all that. Do you know anything about this? The Superman?
Do I know anything about this Superman? Come on, Chief. What a silly question.
Oh, all right. I want to talk to you about your next assignment. Now pull up a chair. Confound it. I told them not to disturb me. City room, White.
You caught the wolf, my friend. For all the good it will do you. The wolf had a master, and the master speaks to you now.
What? Wait. Who is this? Hey, Kent, get over here.
My compliments, Mr. Kent, on our first and last performance.
What do you mean?
You and your newspaper have interfered with my plans. Very well, my friends. In exactly 24 hours at this time tomorrow, you and your newspaper will be blown into thousands of fragments. This is the Yellow Mask. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Hey, wait. Operator, hold the line. You wait. What? Who was that man?
Lots of things going on over here. Yeah, I'll get on right away. Yeah, darn right I will.
What is he doing on?
Who was the eerie voice calling Perry White on the phone? Or what was it, the Yellow Mask? And can Clark Kent, without revealing his identity as Superman, solve the mystery in the newspaper office? Terribly deadly disaster for the Daily Planet, and Superman has 24 hours time. Stay tuned after this for more of The Adventures of Superman, starring Martin Carlton as Superman. Brought to you by the makers of that super delicious cereal, Kellogg's Pep. And now we continue with Superman in Dr. Dahlgren's atomic beam machine.
Up in the sky! Look!
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Superman!
And now Superman, amazing figure from another world with powers and abilities never before realized by mortal men. When we last saw Superman in the disguise as young Clark Kent, reporter for the Daily Planet, he and his editor, Perry White, had just received a warning telephone message from a mysterious voice which identified itself as the Yellow Mask. In exactly 24 hours, said the mask, the Daily Planet would be blown to 1,000 fragments. Horror-stricken, Kent and his chief stared at each other in the humming office. Then, pandemonium. Sirens wailed in the streets. Police searched the buildings for bombs. Today, as our story opens, we find ourselves far from the doomed offices of the Daily Planet. Dr. SVEN Dahlgren shows an unexpected visitor about his laboratory, explaining its wonders, and also explaining his latest invention. Listen. Please, don't touch that window frame.
So, it is not clean. Perhaps it looks clean.
Oh, yes, quite clean, but it's wired. It carries a powerful electrical charge.
Most interesting. Are you also experimenting in electricity, Dr. Dahlgren?
You have come to see my latest discovery, have you not, Professor Schmidt?
Indeed.
And so have others. You are not the first. Others would not only like to see it, but gain possession of it.
No, I cannot believe it.
Oh, it's quite true, I assure you. For weeks past, ever since word got out of what I was doing, I've been annoyed, even threatened.
Threatened, Dr. Dahlgren? Oh, by whom?
I don't know. Queer voices over the telephone, mysterious visitors in the dead of night. Yes, that is why I had the laboratory wired.
But what do they want?
They want my invention. They realize that whoever owns it controls a practically unlimited power.
Unlimited power? Is that
Certainly,
true?
Certainly, Professor Schmidt. Unlimited power for destruction, which is why I'm determined to keep the discovery a closely guarded secret. In the world today, my friend, there is destruction enough. Men are at each other's throats like dogs gone mad. No, I will never be a party to war and bloodshed. But come, I waste time. Into this room, Professor. Don't brush against the metalwork. There it is, on the table, Professor.
That is the machine? It's so small.
My latest development. Small, light, compact, but deadly. Now then, please stand exactly where you are and watch closely what happens to that glass on the edge of the table. Watch.
It's amazing. The glass was shattered.
Now watch that small steel ball.
Why, it's gone.
Vanished, blown into atomic dust.
Then it's true. I didn't believe it, but it's true.
Certainly it's true. Based on the power of atomic force, everything in the universe has a certain vibration point, Professor Schmidt, and my machine focuses a beam of vibrating infragamma rays wherever I choose to direct it.
And then?
Any object in the path of the beam begins to vibrate. At a certain point, depending on the object, atomic force is overcome and the object simply disappears, explodes, if you like, into nothing.
Doctor, you say any object?
Any object whatsoever, at distances up to a mile.
Unbelievable. My dear doctor, let me be the first to congratulate you.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
You have done me a great service, doctor. You have placed in my hands an instrument of destruction that will at last give me what I have been seeking. Absolute control of the world and every living thing in it.
What? What do you mean?
You have been horribly misled, Dr. Dahlgren. I am not Professor Schmid of Hawthorne University. Mere men who work under me know me by quite another name. I am destined to become supreme ruler of the universe, and with this deadly machine...
Get out of my laboratory. Get out before I...
You won't do anything, Doctor. Not if you value your life. This gun I hold in my hand is fully loaded. Take care.
You're mad. Utterly mad. How far do you think you'll get with that machine? The police will...
Beyond the reach of the police, I assure you. I've laid my plans with great care, Doctor. First, I shall destroy the building which houses one of your great newspapers, because a reporter on the paper foiled my plans to the west, and succeeded in jailing 2 of my men. When that is done, I will go about the task of creating myself the position I rightfully deserve. Emperor of the world! And now, I must go.
Put that machine down. Put it down, I tell you. Michael, stop him!
No, no living thing shall stop me. Goodbye, Doctor, goodbye!
Don't let him get away! Michael!
Doctor, what's happened?
Go catch him, Michael. Catch...
Doctor, what's the matter? You're pale.
He got away with the atomic beam, Michael. Do you know what this means? That lunatic. He has in his hands the power of life and death. He is a walking symbol of death.
Where is Clark Kent? Minute he gets back in, send him in.
Here I am, Mr. White.
Oh, Kent, where have you been?
Down in the cellar, helping the police.
Turn up anything? Any sign of a bomb?
Not a thing, Mr. White. We combed the building from top to bottom. Anything turned up here?
No, not so far. What's the time?
It's 4 o'clock. If that fellow really meant business, we've only got about 2 hours to go.
Call in your office, Mr. White.
Oh, thanks, Lois. By the way, Kent, I don't think you know Miss Lane. Lois, this is Clark Kent.
Oh, how do you do?
Oh, how do you...
You wait here till I get back, Kent. I won't be a minute.
The boy wonder, huh?
Why, Miss Lane, what do you mean?
They tell me you talked yourself into a job, went out west, and came back with the biggest story of the month, all in less than a week.
Well, I guess I was pretty lucky.
I'll say you were lucky. Now you're the white-haired boy, eh?
I'm afraid I don't quite understand.
Got the old man hypnotized. He thinks you're Horace Greeley.
I'm afraid I don't...
Oh, don't act so dumb. All this nonsense about a time bomb in the cellar. What's the big idea?
Miss Lane, I only wish I knew.
You mean to tell me you didn't make it up out of your head?
I certainly did not.
I don't believe it. Well, now what's the matter?
Listen, don't you hear something?
Well, I hear the press is in the basement.
No, outside. Oh, pardon me a minute. Here, come to the window. Now, do you hear anything?
What do you think you hear?
A plane. There's a plane out there flying low.
Well, I'll be danged. Now look, Mr. Kent, this is a big town. You'll find quite a few planes flying around here all day and all night. If it bothers you, you better go back to the farm.
No, I mean it.
Yes, really, I mean it too. Tell the old man about your big discovery. Here it comes now.
Well, anything new?
Yes, your star reporter heard a plane.
It was flying pretty low, Mr. White.
Well, what of it? I've got a job for you, Lois.
Yeah, a good job?
No. Go out and interview a scientist. Human interest stuff.
Who is he and where?
Dr. SVEN Dahlgren. Got his own laboratory out on Haven Avenue. Look up the number in the book.
Who is he, Mr. White?
What's on his mind?
Leading American investigator in the field of atomic energy.
Must we, Chief?
Yeah. Come on, get going, Lois, get going. The paper's always been tied in with science. We've been after Dahlgren for a long time, and now he comes to us.
Why?
Well, he said somebody stole a new machine he invented. I couldn't make much sense out of it, but he seemed pretty worried. Wanted me to rush his story into print.
Well, what's the matter with the police?
I suggested that, but he said he needed more than the police. Sounds a little cracked, but it may make a yarn. On your way, girlie.
All right. If you say so, Mr. White. I'll get right out there. So long, Mr. Star Reporter.
You come with me, Kent. Into the office. I can't stand much more of this.
I know, Mr. White. It's nerve-wracking, this yellow mask business.
Yeah, but worse than that, I don't know whether to believe it or not.
If we could only get a lead.
Ordinarily, I wouldn't give it a second thought. Just another crank. But I don't know, Kent. I swear, I don't know. Well, what's the time now?
5 after 4. Don't keep thinking about the time, Mr. White.
Confound it. What else can I think of? 2 more hours and we may get blown to glory. What do you think?
About the yellow mask?
Can he do what he says?
Well, let's hope he can't, Mr. White.
Oh, yeah. But you're afraid. You're afraid he can. And the devil of it is, so am I. Well, if it hadn't been for that business out west.
Well, maybe you want to empty the building.
No. You want us to be the laughing stock of the city? Suppose nothing happens.
Well, on the other hand, suppose something does.
Well, they can't intimidate me. If the yellow mask means business, he'll find us right here at 6 o'clock. City room, White.
Mr. White, this is Dr. Dahlgren speaking.
Oh, yes, Dr. Dahlgren. One of our best people is on the way to your laboratory right this minute.
No. That's why I called. I wanted to tell you.
Yes?
The man who stole my atomic beam machine mentioned a newspaper. He said...
Yes. What did he say?
Something about destroying a newspaper.
What's that again? Listen, Doctor. Oh, hello, Dahlgren, hello. Oh.
Yes, Mr. White?
I was cut off. Get me Dr. Dahlgren at his laboratory, quick.
Sorry, Mr. White. I'll call you.
We were cut off.
No, he was cut off. I'm sure of it.
You heard all that?
Mr. White, that scientist, what was he working on?
I don't know. Some kind of a gadget to release atomic force.
A machine?
I imagine so. Why?
Don't you see, Mr. White? That's our lead. The man who broke in and robbed him was the Yellow Mask.
Kent, I think you're right. Dahlgren just said the burglar mentioned destroying a newspaper.
Then I must be right. Now look here. We've searched the building and haven't found a thing. No packages, no wires. If the Daily Planet is going to be blown up, it's got to be done outside. Maybe up above. The plane! That airplane!
What? Airplane?
It was flying too low for a transport, Mr. White. That plane was spying out the lay of the land. And at 6 o'clock, with Dr. Dahlgren's machine, they'll come back again and...
Hello, Dahlgren?
I'm sorry, Mr. White. Dr. Dahlgren's telephone is out of order.
Kent, do you hear that? Dahlgren's lines is dead.
Cut! That settles it, Chief. I'll be seeing you later.
Hey, Kent, where are you going?
After Miss Lane. Something's wrong at Dahlgren's. If it's the mask, well, there's not much time to stop him. So long.
Hey, kid, what's your hurry?
Yeah, got another front page scoop, Ken?
Oh, thank heaven. The locker room's empty. Quickly now. Out of these clothes. It's Superman's turn now. Oh, someone's coming. The window. And out. Up, up. Not much time left. Gotta find out what's happened at Dahlgren's and stop the Yellow Mask. Higher we go. Higher and faster. Faster. Faster.
Deadly peril hangs over the offices of the Daily Planet. Already, the Yellow Mask is in possession of the mighty and terrible weapon. Time is growing short, but Superman is on the way. Powerful form streaking through the night sky, red cape whistling in the wind. Can he arrive on time? And what now? Unforeseen danger is already creeping in on the laboratory of Dr. Dahlgren, with Lois Lane about to enter all unknowing. Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Action Comics magazine. This is Gary Kiser, and on behalf of the entire cast, we thank you for spending your evening with us and invite you back here again next week at this same time to listen to another exciting adventure on Stormy Night Stories.